Good morning Year 9 and welcome to today's maths lesson. Let's start off with a quick starter, shall we? Can you work out 123.09 plus 786.11? Can you then find for me what's a third of 18? And finally, can you solve for x? What's 4x plus 2 equals 10? What's x? Pause the video for a couple of minutes and in your light blue books have a go at these questions now, please. Okay, let's go through some answers. So I've got an addition to start off with. So I'm going to do a column addition. So I'm going to start off by drawing, I'm going to do my larger number on the top. So I'm going to do 786.11 plus 123.09. Making sure I've lined up each column in turn. 1 plus 9 gives me 10. 1 plus 1 gives me 2. 6 plus 3 gives me 9. 8 plus 2 gives me 10. And 7 plus 1 plus 1 gives me 9. So I'm looking for 909.20. To find a third of 18. Owen, how do I find a third of something? What calculation do I need to do? You're right, I need to divide it by 3. So 18 divided by 3 will give me 6. And finally, I wanted you to solve this equation. I've got 4x plus 2 equals 10. The first thing I'm going to do, because I want to get just x's on one side and just numbers on the other, is I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. This tells me that 4x is equal to 8. I want to find out what x is on its own, so I'm going to divide both sides by 4. If I divide 8 by 4, what do I get, Lewis? 2. Splendid. So x is equal to 2. Okay, Year 9. This is our lesson destination for today. We're looking at questions that look a little bit like this. We are converting units. So to start us off, can we multiply by 10 and 100? Starting with 20 times 10, here's my 20. If I multiply it by 10, I move all my digits up one place on my place value table, which will give me 200. 20 times 10, 200. Hopefully that's not too tricky. I've then got 20 times 100, so this time I'm starting with 20. I move all my digits up 2 places when I multiply by 100. So my 2 ends up here, my 0 ends up here, and I fill in my gaps with more zeros. So that's going to give me 2000. Over to you, Year 9. In your light blue books, can you have a go at these two questions for me? Pause the video for a minute and work those out now, please. Okay, so the answers I was looking for, I wanted 210. And for the second one, I was looking for 2100. Moving on, what if I'm dividing by 10? So this time I'm starting with 20. And when I divide by 10, I move my digits one place in the opposite direction. So my 2 is going to end up here. My 0 is going to end up in the tenths column. So 20 divided by 10 is just 2.0. Or we could just write that as 2. I've then got 20 divided by 100. I move all my digits over 2 places, so my 2 ends up here. Because it's moved 2 places, my 0 ends up here. So I get 0.2. Okay, Year 9, in your light blue books, can you have a go at these two questions for me? Pause the video and have a go at those now, please. So the answers I was looking for 2.1. And if I divide by 100, I get 0.21. Okay, Year 9, pause the video for 5 minutes and have a go at these 10 questions in your light blue books now, please. And these are the answers I was looking for. Please check your work and see how you did. Okay, so hopefully we've met these kinds of units in science lessons and outside of maths lessons before. Can anyone tell me what's the symbol for kilometre? Ryan, what's the symbol for kilometre? km, exactly, we can shorten kilometre to km. What can we shorten metre to, Lilia? Just m, excellent. And finally, Dylan, what can I shorten centimetre to? cm, brilliant. So how many centimetres do we get in a metre ruler? We get 100 centimetres in a metre ruler. And we know this because the word cent is actually Latin for 100, so that's where we get the word centimetres from. How many metres do we get in a kilometre? If this little brick here represents a metre, how many of these little metres do we get within 1 kilometre? Sophie, how many metres in a kilometre? 1,000, perfect. There's 1,000 metres in a kilometre. And we know this because the word kilo is actually Latin for 1,000. That's where we get the word from. Okay, Year 9, dark blue books, can I have title unit conversion please? And underneath, can you write 1 metre equals 100 centimetres? Then pens down, I'm going to go through an example and then you're going to do an example. So here, I've been told that I need to convert 4 metres into centimetres. And I know that 1 metre is 100 centimetres. So to convert 4 metres, I'm going to do it in my place value table, into centimetres, I need to multiply that 4 by 100. So it's going to give me 400 centimetres. Because I've done 4 times 100. Okay, Year 9, in your dark blue books, can you have a go at this example? Pause the video for a minute and work it out. So in exactly the same way, we just multiply it by 100. 40 metres times 100 gives me 4,000 centimetres. So because there's 100 centimetres in a metre, every time we convert from metres to centimetres, we need to multiply by 100. Can you pause the video now for 5 minutes and convert all of these metres into centimetres? Each time we're multiplying by 100. In your light blue books, have a go at those now, please. And these are the answers you were looking for. Please check your work and see how you did. So how about if we're going the other way? So dark blue books, I'll do an example and then you write down an example in your books. We still know that 100 centimetres is 1 metre. So what's 60 centimetres in metres? Here we are at 60. If 100 centimetres is 1 metre, to go from centimetres to metres, we need to divide by 100. If I divide 60 by 100, I move all my places over 2, so my 6 ends up here. So 60 centimetres divided by 100 gives me 0.6 metres. Over to you, Year 9. In your dark blue books, can you convert 6 centimetres to metres for me? Pause the video and work that out now, please. Okay, so we're still converting from centimetres to metres, so we still need to divide by 100. So Josh, what's 6 divided by 100 for me? Great, 0.06 metres. Splendid. Okay, Year 9, can you pause the video for 5 minutes and in your light blue books have a go at converting these centimetres into metres for me? Notice we've converted back to metres here, so you're going the other way. So from 15 onwards, we need to multiply by 100. Pause the video and have a go at these now, please. And here's the answers. Please check how you did. Okay, what about multiplying by 1,000? Pens down, eyes on the board. I'm going to do 21 multiplied by 1,000. If I'm timesing by 1,000, I need to move over how many places, Charlotte? 3 places. 1, 2, 3. Thanks, Charlotte. So 21 times 1,000 will give me 21,000. How about if I've got 2.1 times 1,000? I'm still going to do the same process, only this time I've started with a 2 in the units and a 1 in the tenths. I'm going to move everything over 3 places, so I'm left with 22,100. Okay, Year 9, pause the video for a minute. In your light blue books, can you find 210 times 1,000 and 0.21 times 1,000? Okay, the answers I was looking for 210,000, and for this one I was looking for 210. Okay, Year 9, please pause the video for a few minutes and have a go at these questions for me. They should take about 5 to 10 minutes in your light blue books. And these are the answers I was looking for. Please check how you did. Okay, so we've looked at multiplying by 1,000. What if I divide by 1,000? Here I am at 21 and I want to divide by 1,000. How many places do I need to move those digits over for me, Sophie? 3, great. So I need to move those digits 3 places. This time we're moving in this direction to the right hand side into the tenths and hundredths. So my 2 moves 1, 2, 3. My 2 moves here. My 1 moves with it. And I fill in my gaps with zeros. So I get 0.021. Okay, Year 9, in your light blue books, can you find for me 2.1 divided by 1,000? Pause the video and work that out now, please. And the answer I was looking for is 0.0021. Pause the video for 5 to 10 minutes and have a go at these questions in your light blue books for me, Year 9. And these are the answers I was looking for. Please check how you did. But why have we been practicing this? Well, we know that 1 kilometre is equal to 1,000 metres. So in your dark blue books, I'll do an example and then you're going to do an example. We're going to practice converting from kilometres to metres. If 1 kilometre is 1,000 metres, 36 kilometres is going to be 36 multiplied by 1,000 metres. Here's why we've been practicing this. I need to move all my digits over 3 places. So I get 36,000 metres is the same as 36 kilometres. Okay, Year 9, in your dark blue books, can you show me 360 kilometres and convert that into metres for me? Okay, let's go through the answer. This time I've got 360 times 1,000, which is going to give me 360,000 metres. Pause the video for 5 minutes, Year 9, and in your light blue books, can you convert these from kilometres to metres, remembering we're multiplying by 1,000 each time. And these are the answers I was looking for. Please check your work and see how you did. So finally, we've been looking at converting from kilometres to metres, but what if we're given a number in metres and we want to convert it to kilometres? So this time, we need to divide by 1,000. If I divide 3,100 by 1,000, I move my digits 1, 2, 3 places. So that's going to give me 3.1 kilometres. Okay, Year 9, in your dark blue books, can you convert 31,000 metres to kilometres for me? Pause the video and have a go at that now, please. Okay, let's go through the answer. We've got 31,000 divided by 1,000, which leaves me with 31 kilometres. Oh, I've left the answers up. Okay, Year 9, can you now pause the video and can you convert these from metres to kilometres for me in your light blue books? Pause the video for a couple of minutes and work those out now, please. And these are the answers I was looking for. Please check how you did. And finally, remember this guide? This was our lesson destination for today. I need you to write the missing numbers in the boxes, so converting centimetres to metres and metres to kilometres. And then can you have a go at converting this number of centimetres into kilometres? Pause the video for a couple of minutes and have a go at that now, please. Okay, we know that there's 100 centimetres in 1 metre. So to convert from centimetres to metres, we need to do 120 divided by 100, which leaves us with 1.2 metres. Next up, I've got 120 metres is the same as how many kilometres? We know there's 1,000 metres in 1 kilometre. So we need to divide 120 by 1,000 to convert it into kilometres, which gives me 0.12 kilometres. The last question was a bit trickier. I asked you to convert this into kilometres. The first thing I'm going to do is convert it into metres. So 73,520,000 centimetres divided by 100 tells me there's 73,520 metres, and then to convert that into kilometres we need to divide it by 1,000, because there's 1,000 metres in a kilometre. Which tells me I've got 735.2 kilometres. And that's the end of today's lesson. Can you now go over to Google Classroom and complete the exit ticket I've posted there? Thanks for listening, Year 9, and have a lovely day.